Whoa. Hey everybody, this is Kirk from Live Old Games, and this is my new view, so let's get used to it. I gotta work with it a little bit. Right now it is balancing on a stack of games. But yes, I put this up yesterday. As you can see, I got a couple systems up here. My Sega CD is just for show because my son ripped it off the shelf last night when he's playing Sonic and broke the Sega CD. Santa almost took his presents and threw them out the window. Anyways, so I am going to review Hyrule Warriors. Yes, get excited, David Hinkle, because David has been asking me since I started playing it nonstop, when are you going to review it? When are you going to review it? Well, I had a bit of, hold on. Is this whole game in? Yeah, alright. I can see in the mirror behind me what you guys can see through the camera. So, I started playing Hyrule Warriors because my girlfriend bought it for me for my birthday. David Hinkle has been up my ass constantly about reviewing it. Now, what you gotta understand about me is that I haven't played Dynasty Warriors since your mom was a legitimate comeback. So basically, since high school. I don't really like Dynasty Warriors. I don't like the Dynasty Warriors gameplay. It's not so much that I don't like it. It's just, it's been played out so many times. It is the Japanese Call of Duty. It is the Japanese Madden. There's so many fucking games, and they're pretty much all the same to me, and I don't ever want to play them again. And they started doing reskin with, like, they did a Gundam version of Dynasty Warriors, and I'm not a huge fan of Gundam, so I didn't play that. But however, when they announced that they were going to be making a Dynasty Warriors type game with Zelda, I get a little interested, namely because I actually have a Wii U. The amount of things to do in here is overwhelming. However, to its core, it is a Dynasty Warriors game. It plays like Dynasty Warriors, but it does ask you, right when you start doing the game, the first time you boot it up, what your preference is. Do you like Dynasty Warriors? Do you like Zelda? And it kind of bends it. It's not that much of a huge difference, but it kind of bends it to the way that you play it. Now, Legend Mode is your story mode. You play through it on your difficulty of choosing, and it's just straightforward, like, here's this mission, you can use these characters. This mission, you can use these characters. There is co-op, and the co-op person can use whatever characters they want. You, as first player, are limited to whoever is in that story arc. And right now, we'll just jump into one real quick. It goes through different, the various timelines. The story's pretty cool. It has to do with these two witches who, I can't give you too much of the story, but basically, it goes over the timeline of the other Zeldas. You know, you have your Ocarina of Time, it splits off into Twilight, and then Skyward Sword, and then all eventually comes back to fighting the Great Evil, which is Ganondorf. But pretty much any Zelda, there's something thrown in there for you to see. I was a little upset with the Majora's Mask inclusion because all it really was at this time was a hookshot. You can hookshot the moon. It's a battlefield upgrade. And you pull the moon down and it does damage, but it's a limited upgrade. It's timed, you know. So let's... As of right now, Ganondorf is my favorite character. I can't wait for the Twilight DLC. I mean the Majora DLC, just see what comes with it. The Twilight DLC just came out that gave you the ability to play as Twilight Minda, which I incorrectly said something at first. You can actually play as Minda. I'll show you the playable characters that are in the game. Let's see. This is the last one. I'm not going to play it, but I'm going to show you, like, you know, you can play as Link, Impa, Sheik. This is Lana. She's one of the witches. So what's this? Minda, Daruna, and Zelda. There are more people you can play as. I enjoyed playing as Ganondorf. But a lot of people you can play as. Legend Mode, you basically play through. You play through the story. Good guys and bad guys. Whoever's basically available, and you play through the standard Dynasty Warriors style. You know, here's a big battlefield, go conquer these bases, maintain these bases while doing your main goal. Free mode is exactly as it says. Adventure mode is pretty fun. It's just, I'm going to jump into one real quick. It's basically an 8-bit map, and it has you do challenges. Yeah. I haven't got into it crazy, but I'll just do one. Oops, can't do that one. Ah. Alright. Give me a fucking... I want one I've already done. Not that one. There's one like defeat 100 enemies. Oh, 300 enemies in 10 minutes. It takes way less than 10 minutes. I'll do this one. I'll use Ganon. You get to pick your weapons. You acquire different weapons as you play through the game. They all have their own skill trees, which are in essence the same thing. It just extends your combos, your life, you know, your super ability, blah, blah, blah. I haven't played it since I beat it, so let's see how rusty I am. That sounds weird because you probably think I just beat it. I actually beat it day before Smash, so I beat it on the 20th. I actually would have beaten it way earlier, but like I said, life circumstances, which I'll show you in a second, happened. Alright, start battle. You can play around with all that stuff, but I just want to go beat some enemies real quick. Might have been nice if I trapped somebody in there. Yes. So the gameplay is very button mashy. There's a lot of boss fights like this. It's very repetitive, and that's the reason I said I don't really like Dynasty Warrior games. However, even though it's super repetitive, you constantly want to keep playing it. I can't fully explain it. I think for story mode, it's because you want to see what the story mode actually is all about. Let's do a super move. Oh, that's hook shot. Perfect. Pick the hook shot and do this Majora's Mask moon. If someone's not hitting me. There you go. Like I said, it's limited. Actually, it's gone now already. Alright, King Dodongo. Let's go fight him. Initiate with a super. Oh yeah, I gotta get some bombs out. Pretty much, you beat bosses the same way that you do in the Zelda games. See? Throw bombs in his mouth. Wait till he throws bombs again. Or opens his mouth, then you throw bombs. Come on. I'm gonna die. Come on, don't be an asshole. Do fire breath. Thank you. There we go. This should kill him. Alright. That's the biggest gist of the game. Keep mashing the same buttons over and over. Run through, get different weapons so that you can mash the same buttons over and over. And I don't fully understand why I like it so much. I think it has to do with the Zelda incorporations. Like I said, it's pretty much just like every other Dynasty Warriors. That mode, the adventure mode, adds a little variation to the actual gameplay. The fact that it gives you a different type of goal than defend all these bases while the other bases are being attacked and do your main objective, which is generally kill somebody, unlock doors to kill somebody. This one says, has things like defeat 300 enemies, kill certain enemies, blah, blah, blah. And like I said, you can play co-op, so that's another added element to it. I have played half of the game co-op. Yeah, we played half of the game co-op, and it's just as fun. One person plays on the TV screen, the other person plays on the gamepad. So I don't give numbers anymore. I definitely say it's worth it if you're a Zelda fan. It's worth it just for the story arc. I know the story arc in this is non-canon, but there's a whole lot of Back to the Future type shit in it. I think that oh yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Some people gave it bad reviews. Not bad reviews, but they gave it mediocre reviews because they said it's not a Zelda game. Clearly you can tell because it's made by Tecmo, or it was from Tecmo. It's not gonna be a Zelda game. It's called Hyrule Warriors. It looks like Dynasty Warriors. Clearly it's not a dungeon crawling game. Do not go out and buy this game under the notion that you're gonna be doing puzzles and dungeons, because it has nothing to do with that. It is straight up a hack and slash game where you get new items that give you different stats, but really it's just the same thing over and over again. But it's fun. I know that sounded like I took it down. I didn't take it down. It's extremely fun, and I beat this game through, and lately I haven't been playing games all the way through, so that should be a testament to things. And I made sure that I actually beat it before Smash Brothers came out. And that's a big deal, because a lot of times when I get a game that I'm excited about and then another bigger game is coming, I don't beat them. But yes, so here's the big new addition to the 9V Games family. For any of you who are asking why it took so long to do a video, it's because of this little man. Logan Wayne Hill. The newest addition, and now player number 3. Looked like I was running for president.